And now to the latest developments in the legal drama surrounding former President Trump. Writer E. Jean Carroll and her team had until 11 a.m. Eastern time to decide whether to oppose the more than $91 million bond Trump put up in order to appeal a January decision ordering him to pay her more than $83 million for defaming her. They did not oppose, but have posted a new filing. Trump has since spoken about Carroll at least twice, including these comments during an interview on CNBC this morning.
If I didn't win on appeal, the most ridiculous decisions, including the Miss Bergdorf Goodman, a person I never met. I have no idea who she is, except one thing. I got sued. From that point on, I said, wow, that's crazy what this is. I got charged. I was given a false accusation and had to post a $91 million bond on a false accusation.
With us now to talk more about this and other things, MSNBC legal correspondent Lisa Rubin and Dave Aronberg, state attorney for Palm Beach County, Florida. So, Lisa, what did E. Jean Carroll's legal team have to say this morning?
So this morning, Jose, they don't oppose the bond. What they did say was that they had some limited concerns about a provision in the bond that would have seemed to allow Chubb Insurance to take 60 days or a little bit more to pay E. Jean Carroll in the event that she prevails on appeal. They raised that with Trump and his lawyers. That provision has now been narrowed so that E. Jean Carroll can be paid within 30 days of any appellate judgment that upholds that jury verdict. Their concerns are now, they say, alleviated, and so there should be no need for a 3 p.m. hearing today, which Judge Lou Kaplan had reserved for them.
Dave, what do you make of this move?
I'm not surprised. E. Jean Carroll just wants to make sure that her judgment is secure, is that there's some guarantees there. And Trump got the bond. This is like child's play, though, compared to the bond he's going to have to get for the civil fraud judgment in New York. And so, yeah, this wasn't, I think, a surprise today. I think it's just more bewildering why Trump continues to put his hand on a hot stove, why he continues to defame E. Jean Carroll, knowing he's going to get sued again. Right now, I bet her lawyers are talking about another lawsuit against Trump, and that will likely succeed. So we've had Carroll 1, Carroll 2, will be Carroll 3. You're going to have more sequels than Police Academy pretty soon. But this is Trump's lack of self-discipline. This is why his former cabinet secretaries say that he should not return to the White House, and yet much of the country simply shrugs.
Yeah, I mean, Lisa, the former president spoke at least twice about Carroll over the past 48 hours alone. Is, you think, what Dave's saying, a possibility that that legal team could be bringing up a possibility of another legal suit?
I think, Jose, one of the things they have to think about is what would be the damages to E. Jean Carroll now from Trump's continued defamation. Even if the goal is to punish former President Trump for his continued defamation, they have to show in the first instance that she's been damaged. So, for example, they might have to wait a little while to determine whether she is damaged by new rounds of death threats, for example, or new rounds of rumors spread about her on the internet or disparaging things said about her that caused damage to her career as a writer. If they can establish that, and particularly given that the comments on CNBC this morning might give them reason to sue in New York, I think you can expect E. Jean Carroll's lawyers to at least take a good and hard look at whether a future lawsuit is necessary, and also to consider whether they should ask the court for injunctive relief. That's something that Ruby Freeman and Shay Moss, the two election workers in Georgia, have asked for with respect to Rudy Giuliani. In that case, that's never been part of E. Jean Carroll's requests. In essence, they've never asked a judge to force him legally to shut up other than to pay money judgments. Now, however, they might be considering whether that is a viable and good option for them as he continues, Jose, to say the sort of things for which he's already been punished.
Lisa, what would an injunctive relief literally look like in this case?
It would look like an order for Donald Trump to stop saying the things about E. Jean Carroll that have been found previously to be defamatory, namely that he doesn't know her, that the story is made up, that he's never seen her in her life. All of the things that he keeps saying now, including this morning, are part and parcel of the same statements that have already been ruled to be defamatory by two different juries. The first finding that he sexually assaulted her, and then as a corollary that his statements about her were therefore defamatory. The second jury was told that those statements were already defamatory, but they awarded damages to her based on similar statements made at a different period of time. It may be that a future jury is told similarly that they should understand Trump's statements now to be per se defamatory, but that additional damages are theirs to consider.